I just love it when things get crazy in the NBA, and when a fight breaks out between someone on the court and someone off the court, things get a lot more interesting. There's one guy around the league that never fails to catch attention. What's more, he's not even a player.
So I want to apologize to you. I want to apologize to my family. I want to apologize to my brother, my sister, my mom, my kids, and my grandson.
Shannon Sharpe is the person I'm talking about. He's one of the best football players ever. He's sure of himself and has the ego of a famous NFL player. Rightly so, maybe?
If you run zone defense, Shannon was so good at sitting it down.
For Shannon Sharpe, what a huge day.
My man got into a heated argument with Memphis Grizzlies players Ja Morant, Dillon Brooks, and Morant's father. At the end of the first half of their game on Friday night against the Los Angeles Lakers, we saw this controversial incident take place. The Grizzlies and the Lakers were watched by everyone in the world. Man, the game was shown on TV all over the country.
And for Memphis, this starts.
Sharpe had a fight with Ja Morant, and Ja, we know him as a guy that's always ready for anything. Morant's confidence knows no bounds, and the athlete has no fear of going up against anyone, whether on the court or away from it.
There are going to be some who doubt me in the NBA. Going into the league, I'm trying to make a name for myself.
During the first half, the Fox Sports man shared some words with Brooks.
A little bit of an incident here courtside at the Crypto.com arena. Dillon Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharpe
and went back and forth. On the last play of the second quarter, he then yelled at Morant, and that's where things got interesting. No athlete likes it when someone off the court yells at them. We both know this. And the question arises here, how did it happen? Everything started at halftime. When the halftime buzzer went off, Brooks yelled at Sharpe, and Sharpe pointed at Brooks. Morant walked towards Sharpe as he sat in his courtside seat, but center Steven Adams stopped him. Steven Adams is a big guy for sure. He'd be a tough guy to mess with. As security guards tried to break up the fight, the 54-year-old told T. Morant, "I bet you won't."
Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy along with the supporting cast.
Brooks at first didn't want to say anything, so he said, "You can ask him about that. He's the blogger, or whatever he is." Well, Sharpe must have been hurt by being called a blogger. That's just unclean. Brooks did get to the right spots, though. Morant and Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins said they didn't want to talk about what happened. T. Morant, Ja Morant's father, joined the conversation before security at Crypto.com arena broke everyone up. The fans really liked what happened, but there might be more to this fight than meets the eye. Shannon has been a fan of LeBron for a long time. Sharpe hasn't been shy about how much he likes LeBron James, the star player for the Lakers, on his daily sports opinion TV show, Undisputed. At halftime, he told an ESPN reporter what had happened. Sharpe firmly said that they didn't want this smoke. Talk about having faith. He didn't hold back at all. The 54-year-old doesn't think much of the Grizzlies players. From his point of view, the Memphis players talked a lot and tried to get ahead, but that wasn't something he cared about at all. The first one was Dillon Brooks. Sharpe told him that he wasn't big enough to guard LeBron. That would be unfair to any player when you talk about their game.
Saying that you're too small to guard LeBron, and you swore back at him. Is that what happened?
No, I told him he missed the shot.
Dillon got back at him by cussing and calling Sharpe the F word. I think we all knew by now that things would get heated. The former NFL tight end replied with the same F word and told Brooks that he doesn't want Sharpe to go off. Was it scary for them? Who knows? Try to guess what happened next. Out of the blue, Ja started to talk. He didn't want any of these problems. It was obvious Morant wouldn't take anything from anyone. That's just who he is. And if the son talks, the father will too. He didn't want trouble, and that was clear. Sharpe said later, though, that he wanted everything they had. He wanted people to know that they were trying to get their message across to the audience. I guess we can't be sure of this, but things did settle down in the end, and out of the blue, peace was declared. Sharpe and T. Morant talked to security in the tunnels of the arena before going back to their seats at the start of the second half. At the end of the third quarter, they gave each other hugs. That's admittingly cute for me. The Lakers went on to beat Memphis 122-121, ending the Grizzlies' streak of 11 straight wins.
Missed it. Rebound, Bane. Throws it up at the buzzer. Lakers win.
Russell Westbrook had the most points in the game when he came off the bench with 29. The best part was that the game was even more entertaining than the fight. Things came down to the last minute. Brooks was asked if Sharpe and other fans who got into a fight with a player should be allowed to go back to their seats. A regular pedestrian like him, no. He shouldn't have gone back into the game at all. But this is Los Angeles, Brooks said. The baller didn't hold back at all.
Pedestrian like him? No. He shouldn't have never came back in the game. But
You could say that the Grizzlies lost because they were too focused on the fight. Who can say? All of this sounds like a commercial for a WWE fight, but there's still one person about whom we haven't talked yet. LeBron James also had things to say. Now, if I'm being honest, LeBron James, or LJ as everyone calls him, just stood up for his friend Sharpe. Because Sharpe has always defended LeBron on the Undisputed show, this was pretty much what we expected to happen.
He didn't shoot a high percentage, but he did a lot of other little things, rebounding the basketball, assisting the basketball.
The GOAT told the press that he rides with Shannon all the time, 365 days a year, 366 days a year on leap years. He's his guy, and they've always looked out for each other.
I mean, I ride with Shannon 365 days, 66 on a leap year, 24/7, so.
The Lakers player was sure to say that Shannon can talk with the best of them. LeBron didn't just defend Sharpe that night, though. LeBron had to play against the whole Grizzlies team, but he won in the end.
As we look at LeBron get the basket and then the foul.
Isn't that just LJ? He always shows up. All night long, the game went back and forth, but in the end, the Lakers won. You might be curious about how the game turned out.
Let Jackson catch it.
Now they're throwing it the other way, and the game is over!
It came to an amazing end, and because of this fight, no one talks about it much. Dennis Schroeder stole the ball and scored the game-winning point to give the Lakers the lead when they were down by 10 points. Fans might not care as much about this as they do about, well, everything else up there.
Watch this blind side, and I mean, he swings down, gets obviously all ball.
But for the Lakers, this was a huge win. They needed this win to get back to where they were before. Not sure, but Shannon Sharpe might never show up to another game again after this one. His being there really helped the Lakers. Fans of the Lakers will definitely love him for a long time. Russell Westbrook led the Lakers with 29 points, while LeBron James added 23 more. Los Angeles has only won when they were behind after 3 quarters twice this season. Wow, isn't that a number? Even though the game was over, there was still something to take care of. And to my shock, Shannon Sharpe actually apologized on live TV. Shannon Sharpe did say he was sorry on live TV. At the beginning of Monday's episode of Undisputed, Sharpe said he was sorry for 3 minutes. He said he was sorry to so many people, including Brooks and Morant, LeBron James, and members of his own family.
As you probably have heard or have seen Friday night at the Lakers game, I want to apologize for my behavior.
So far, so good, right? He said sorry to the fans and both groups in particular for making both sides look bad and ruining the whole atmosphere of the arena. He knows that people look up to him and that he has the power to change their minds. Brooks was brought up in particular, and he knows why Brooks was acting the way he did Friday night. Brooks and Ja are fierce rivals who don't care who else is on the court, so it made sense that they would act the way they did. He said he's never too big to apologize, say he's sorry, or admit he was wrong. The Undisputed Man finished his apology by saying he was sorry to the TV broadcasters and anyone else who had to answer for his wrongdoing that night in the arena. I guess everything turned out well in the end, huh? So, that's it. How do you feel about the whole thing?